Good evening, I'm Amy Hackett, and welcome to the 2020 All Sports Celebration. Tonight we gather in a unique way to celebrate the academic, athletic, and community engagement achievements of our student athletes. Even with a shortened year, we saw 9 new school records set, 3 NCAA championship qualifiers, 2 All-Americans, dozens of Northwest Conference honors, and several historic and dramatic outcomes. I want to especially pay tribute to our spring sports students who were showing great momentum and primed for success before we parted. Throughout the year, our Student Athlete Advisory Committee and our teams displayed their generosity in our community with several projects to help those in need. We are certainly navigating an unpaved path, but what better group of students to forge ahead? As athletes, you are faced with uncertainty each time you take that shot. Go eye to eye with your opponent, get in the starting blocks, tee up the ball, or step into the batter's box. It is in those times where your innate and trained skills, your focus and determination, and your adrenaline takes over to push through the barriers. Now is the time to rely on that same purpose and resolve to keep your spirits strong. We are relying on that energy to brighten our campus and deliver Lager Pride back from the virtual world. What I am certain of is that tonight we will showcase the talents and contributions of our Lager community. To help kick us off, we welcome a message from President Isaiah Crawford.
Hello there, Isaiah Crawford here. Thank you so much for inviting me to be a part of this virtual celebration of our wonderful student athletes. I'm so sorry that the COVID-19 pandemic prevents us from being together on campus such that we can honor and celebrate you together in that way. I'm also so sorry that the COVID-19 pandemic prevents our spring sports athletes from being able to complete their seasons just as they were hitting second gear. So I'm just so sorry about that. I want all of you to know just how proud I am of you and how I believe that you are a great representation of the University of Puget Sound community. You're committed to excellence. You're committed to your personal best, and you're resilient, and you believe in the collective good, the us and the we. That's who you are, and that's who this university is as a Lager community. I want to congratulate you, along with our fantastic Amy Hackett as our athletic director and her staff, on what has been a terrific academic year, and I wish all of you the best. I look forward to being able to be with you again when this pandemic allows us to come together. Thank you so much.
Thank you, President Crawford. And now, to help us recognize our academic achievements, is Dr. Fred Hamill, Faculty Athletic Representative. Fred?
Hi everyone, my name is Fred Hamill. I serve as the Faculty Athletic Representative here at Puget Sound, and I'm glad we're taking this opportunity to celebrate the academic accomplishments and strengths of our student athletes. Even in a time like this when our normal competition and practice schedules have been so completely disrupted. I do want to acknowledge first and just thank those who for so long have consistently supported you, our student athletes, in getting the balance right between athletic competition and holistic academic growth. And for me, those people are your coaches, our training staff, and the administrative leadership of Lager Sports. I'm so impressed with this team of coaches and leaders. And I also want to acknowledge my faculty colleagues, those who serve as faculty athletic associates to individual team sports, and for their service in helping to build a connection between athletics and academics. So I'm here to share some awards, scholar, athlete, and academic achievements. And we first want to recognize the 91 student athletes who have earned the distinction of Scholar Athlete for Puget Sound this year. To garner such an honor, individuals must have earned at least 2 varsity letters and have a cumulative grade point average of 3.5 or higher. So please take a look at this impressive list across our sports programs. And now I am pleased to announce the male and female student athletes who have achieved the highest GPA over their 4 years at Puget Sound. First, this senior has achieved a GPA of 3.99 while majoring in computer science and mathematics with a minor in economics and has been a 4-year member of the football team. Congratulations to Brody Pearman. We have 2 senior females with equally impressive academic records. First, this person will be finishing her majors in both art studio and business leadership and has been a key member of our tennis team with a GPA of 3.93, Bridget Myers. And our second recipient, also with a GPA of 3.93, is a 4-year member of our swim team, majoring in biochemistry, Katie Alden. Congratulations to all 3 of these outstanding examples of Division III student athletes. And now for the Phil and Gwen Phibbs Award, recognizing the team with the highest cumulative GPA. This award was again very competitive this year, with 13 of our athletic teams earning at least a 3.1 team cumulative grade point average. The top 5 teams with the highest GPAs include softball, women's tennis, women's crew, women's soccer, and with the award going to women's cross country for the 2nd consecutive year with a cumulative GPA of 3.66. Congrats, cross country. Take care, everyone. And now back to Amy.
Thank you, Fred, and congratulations to all our scholar athletes for representing the university so well. And now to continue with the remaining awards in our celebration tonight is Gregor Walls. Gregor?
Thank you, Amy. Let's get right into the awards portion of the All Sports celebration. We begin with the Tim McDonough Award, which goes to the male and female student athletes who exhibit leadership through faith and social justice. All-conference women's basketball senior Mara Henderson is the female recipient of the Tim McDonough Award for the 2nd consecutive year. In addition to her on-campus leadership with the Black Student Union, Mara went to Ghana with several other Puget Sound students, where there she studied more about environmental racism on a global scale. The male recipient of the Tim McDonough Award for the 3rd consecutive year is Murdoch Rutledge. The junior quarterback continued to be involved with the Fellowship of Christian Athletes and Young Life Puget Sound. He also earned all-conference honors for the 2nd consecutive year. Our second award to present is the Paul and Helen Perdue Award for Community Service. Bridget Myers is this year's female recipient of the Perdue Award. Bridget serves as a peer advisor for Puget Sound students, and she is a sustainability captain on campus. Bridget is also a member of 3 National Honor Societies, and she's a co-captain for the women's tennis team. This year we have 2 male recipients of the Perdue Award. The first of which is Silas Washington. Silas is on the football team and he also competes in track and field. He's the co-secretary of the Student Athlete Advisory Committee, and he traveled to Anaheim this year to represent the Loggers at the NCAA convention. Silas is also very much involved with the Trick or Can and Special Olympics initiatives. Our second male recipient for the Perdue Award is Mac Turner. Mac's leadership on campus is subtle, yet strong. He often leads the charge for men's and women's golf teams' involvement in Trick or Can, Special Olympics, and other fundraisers on campus. Mac also holds 2 Puget Sound men's golf records. Our next award is the John Heinrich Most Inspirational Male and Female Student Athletes of the Year. The female recipient is senior coxswain Louisa Cryan. She selflessly declined women's crew's nomination to be captain so that she could allow others to lead. Louisa is a two-time cancer survivor, but she remained a strong and steady voice in directing Puget Sound's top varsity boats. The male recipient of the John Heinrich Award is men's basketball senior Walker Shibley Steyer. Walker suffered a brutal knee injury right before the season started. Instead of giving up, he continued to rehab, and he remained involved with the team throughout the season. Walker's first and only games of the season were during senior weekend, and he hit 5 three-pointers in those last 2 games.
Next up is the Dill Howell Award, which goes to the most improved male and female student athletes.
The female recipient of this award is volleyball sophomore Jordan Holman. She was named to the All-Northwest Conference first team in just her second year with the Loggers. This season, she led Puget Sound in kills, and she ranked second in the conference for the most service aces. Jordan also ranked second on the team in digs, and she finished the season with the team's second best attack percentage. The male recipient of the Dill Howell Award is baseball senior Hunter Riley. In a shortened season, Hunter led the Loggers in home runs, doubles, slugging percentage, and on-base percentage. He was also named to the D3Baseball.com National Team of the Week. Next, we have the Dr. Roberta Wilson Award, which goes to the female student athlete who excels both academically and in competition. There are 2 recipients for this year's Roberta Wilson Award. The first is a women's swimming senior, Kaylee Brown. The 4-year letter winner is currently the co-president for the Student Athlete Advisory Committee. She is also the president of Puget Sound's Kappa Alpha Theta chapter and president of the Exercise Science Club. The second recipient of the Dr. Roberta Wilson Award is lacrosse sophomore Maggie Hatt. Maggie is a member of the Student Athlete Advisory Committee, and she's the event coordinator for Women in Economics. She is also a part of the student engagement team in the Office of Admissions. Maggie is an economics major and a member of 2 different National Honor Societies. Up next is the Harry Werbisky Award, which is given to the well-rounded male student athlete who excels in the classroom and in competition. We have 3 recipients of the Harry Werbisky Award. The first is baseball senior Makoa Mao, who for the past few years served as both a pitcher and center fielder for the Loggers. When he graduates from Puget Sound, he will be going to med school at the University of Hawaii. Sophomore Colin Monahan is a 2-time Northwest Conference cross-country champion and the 2-time conference runner of the year. Our third recipient of the Harry Werbisky Award is football senior Brody Pearman, who became the second Puget Sound football player in the past 5 years to be named an academic All-American. Our next award is the Robin Hamilton Award, which goes to the female and male student athletes who exhibit exceptional positive attitude and effort, which leads to team success. The first of 2 female recipients of the Hamilton Award is softball senior Caitlin Webster. This spring, Caitlin was leading the Northwest Conference in hitting before the season came to an end. She greatly improved her all-around game from last year, and her hard work and positive attitude impacted the entire team for the better. The second female recipient of the Hamilton Award is women's tennis senior Lisa Owen. Lisa is a 3-time All-Northwest Conference selection, and she competed at the number 1 slot for all 4 years. Lisa quickly took the women's tennis program from the cellar of the conference right into the postseason, where the Loggers competed for a Northwest Conference title. Men's basketball senior Stellan Roberts is the male recipient of the Hamilton Award. Stellan seemed to always come up big in the clutch this year. Nobody will ever forget his buzzer-beating three-pointer to beat Pacific, and he also scored 11 points in a 90-second span to beat George Fox on senior night. Our next award also has a male and female recipient. It's the Richard Ulrich Leadership Award. The female recipient of this award is women's soccer senior Gabby Berg. The team captain led the scoring in each of the last 2 seasons, and she's a 2-time All-Northwest Conference selection. Gabby's personal drive to be great also pushed her teammates to be great. Gabby is such a terrific leader that she is now a member of the women's soccer coaching staff. And the male recipient of the Ulrich Leadership Award is baseball senior Mason Quinlan. Mason is a 3-year captain, and last year he was an All-Northwest Conference selection. This season, Mason led the team in both batting average and runs batted in. In addition to his prowess on the field, Mason was never shy about holding himself and his teammates accountable. And now we're up to the Alice Bond Award, which goes to the most outstanding female student athlete of the year. This year's Alice Bond Award winner is a senior swimmer from Aspen, Colorado, Kelly Callahan. Kelly also received the Alice Bond Award 2 years ago. This year, Kelly was named the Northwest Conference Women's Swimmer of the Year for the 3rd consecutive season. She also qualified for the NCAA D3 Championships for the 3rd consecutive year, and she was named an All-American by the College Swimming and Diving Coaches Association of America. Congratulations, Kelly, on winning the Alice Bond Award. And now we have the Ben Chaney Award, which goes to the most outstanding male student athlete of the year. For the 2nd consecutive year, Tacoma native AJ Johnson is the recipient of the Ben Chaney Award. The top wide receiver in the Northwest Conference was named a D3Football.com All-American after a record-setting 2019 season. He was also named to the All-Northwest Conference First Team for the 2nd consecutive year. This past fall, AJ broke his own school record for receiving yards in a game, and he became the first player in school history with more than 100 receptions in a season. Congratulations, AJ, on another phenomenal year. And the Ron Thomas Team Spirit Award goes to the men's and women's swim teams. During every single duel, every single meet, including the conference championships, Puget Sound was definitely the loudest team on the deck. Puget Sound Swimming also had 3 different Northwest Conference Swimmers of the Week during this season. Well, that wraps it up for our awards for the 2019-2020 school year. Once again, congratulations to all of the award winners. Congratulations to all of these scholar athletes. Before we wrap it up, we're gonna send you off with a great video put together by the Student Athlete Advisory Committee.